For Tony. I got a job, guys. I got a job. So basically, hi guys. How are you? Bad resource management basically is how do you not let an individual define his life, define his future, right? So how do you not someone define your own future? Sorry, guys, I gotta turn around. I think this is Bouverie Street. These signs are not here. So basically, how, bad resource management is about how you, something spiritual, emotional, or practical stuff do not let you define your future. If you cannot define a future, which is personal and professional life, how would you define, how would you define your life, right? If you can't define your future, if you can't define, if you don't have clarity, if you your personal life or professional life, then how can you create it? You can't create it. So how the spiritual information, emotional information, and practical information is fed into us, into humans from very young age, from the get-go, it just keeps on injecting, which ends up creating who we become, right? So if you become like a job person who is like just doing a job and you don't feel good doing that job, uh, you may say, "Oh, I like this job and all that stuff," but uh, you don't like it. Like, if you look at people around, they're not happy. Um, so if you have a job and you don't like it and you don't see any other way around it, it means basically you were not allowed to discover and define how you want to live your life, how you want to live your personal life and professional life. You were not allowed by information that was put into you, information that was injected into you. So my story is very good, right? It's very good. It's very practical. I'm gonna cross the road, eh? You're gonna get somewhere. Excuse me, do you know where Bouverie Street is? Bouverie Street? Is this Bouverie Street? Oh yeah, this is Cuba or that is Cuba? That's Jackson. I need to go to Bouverie Street. I think it's that way. तो कोई बात नहीं. So so basically, yeah, I think I'm on the right street. Just going here, cross the road. So yeah, so basically there was a guy. His name was Shravan. Hey, Jensen Ackles, how are you, brother? Or yeah, all right. So there was an Indian guy, it's an Indian spiritual story. Like it's a story. This is not really spiritual. It's like practical material story of a guy. His name was Shravan, and he was an idol. People made him an idol in India. His name was Shravan, Shravan, Shravan. So Shravan, he had pictures. So he's standing and he's carrying, in one side there is a bucket, and his old mother is sitting, and the other side of the bucket, old father is sitting, right? Uh, and this guy is carrying the load. And those are the pictures. And they, in India, they idolize those pictures, but not realizing how much sacrifice that guy had to take, like that Shravan guy had to take that sacrifice to carry those loads and sacrifice in his life, his personal life, his professional life. It's once YOLO, you only live once, and yeah, like you couldn't live when you're tied and burdened by the responsibility of old parents. But it's not just him. It's like kids start to listen to those kind of stories early on in childhood. And by giving kids the stories like that, right? Putting them on TV. Uh, Hi, Ajala. Uh, Ajala Rustanwo Tan Stanovic. Hey guys, I'm looking for like 500 subscribers. We got 136 today. We got 2 new subscribers today, which is nice. So if you guys can subscribe, you like the energy and the vibe. So we basically talk about spiritual, emotional, and practical clarity, right? So how there's so much information you get to which creates your life, so much incorrect information that creates incorrect outcomes. So today I'm talking about this is like how humanity, whoever is running the world before us, people that came before us, how did they not manage things well? And people that are coming after us, how they're not, like how it's important to have the clarity so we can all manage resources well. Resources mean planet Earth and its creatures. Uh, right, cool. So, so this guy was carrying two buckets, which is loaded with his parents on both sides. And that's like really, really a lot of pressure to give someone. And even that information for a kid, it's too much because it puts you, uh, it already makes you vision a life, how it's going to be, which is to just carry the load of the parents, which is not right thing. It's abusive. It's manipulating because you are uh, blurring the vision, actual vision of someone by showing these images, showing these stories. So anybody who's an individual, kids need to be able to, create their own reality. Uh, and I'm sorry for whoever is like experiencing that kind of stuff. So so that was my story. My story was like, yeah, you were all people, three sisters, and at the age of 8, already so much weight on my shoulders, right? That's how my life is going to be. But my life wasn't going to be like that. Like, I was never given any time to reflect on myself, to take a walk somewhere and enjoy my day and night and all that stuff. I was never given any time or any kind of opportunity. So that was me, man. Like, because of that, then I became bad person. I did not know how to. Oh, doggy's here. Hey, doggy. Hey, boss. So I did not know how to manage like my life properly. How did not know how to talk to women. So I failed at creating a relationship. I'm 40 plus years old now, and I never had a successful relationship. I managed one business for three years, which did not end up producing results for me. It was pretty. I was disappointing. After that, I was in depression for a while, and now I'm recovered fully, and I actually got a new job. So I got a couple of months waiting period for the job, but yeah, I'm gonna look forward for a job, take responsibility, and just keep building for me now. Not for anybody else, but for me. And then what I'm giving here, clarity. I think that's the most important and very meaningful work for me. So yeah, that's the story of the guy called Shravan, Shravan. You can Google the story, how the story was aimed at putting pressure on a small guy to carry the loads of life, even when he literally started his life. So yeah, cool. So I'll catch you up in the next one, guys. Please subscribe, like the channel, and thank you so much. You guys mean the world to me. You guys are my family now. You guys are my family.